Hello there, and welcome to day number 46 on the road to 2000 ELO Rapid Series. We're playing with the black pieces today against somebody from the US. It's currently like 3:30. No, sorry. Okay, my time zones get really confused. I'm in Japan right now, again, and it's 6:30 in the morning here, which means that it's about 4 p.m. Okay, that's reasonable. We're playing the Scotch Gambit, which means that let's take this. Well, not the gambit. Sorry, just the Scotch opening. Like I said, 6:30 in the morning here, a little early. Now it's the Scotch gambit with Bishop C4. And how do I play this? I always forget. Bishop E7 looks reasonable. D6 also reasonable, preventing E5. There are ideas in the Scotch of sacking the bishop. That's the one thing I gotta be wary of, which is why move like Bishop E7 looks like it makes sense to me. Um, if I try to just hold on to this pawn, I feel like there's ideas here with check, um, and then something like knight check queen here, for example. I don't know if that's exactly how it works, but maybe just d6 and play steady. Let's think. I'm tempted to either play d6 or bishop e7. Bishop e7, if I try to remember, there's problems with this move. I think it blocks in the mobility of my queen quite a bit. Maybe I'm mistaken, though. Maybe there's nothing wrong with that. I'll play d6 just to keep safe, though. Mm. Oh, wow. I'm very undecisive right now. That's not good. Um, Bishop e7. Let's try to be concrete about this. Takes here. Knight here is a problem now because I cannot take because of the bishop. So let's just go d6. Let's see if this works out. We're going to try to play bishop e6 and trade off the light square bishops. I feel like this, you know, is a nice little stopgap to the main plans of the Scotch Gambit. I'm sure it's equal or worse for black, but at the same time, I'm kind of getting rid of my opponent's ideas, and that sounds nice to me. If bishop b5, I can just play a6. I don't mind takes here. We're going to get our pawns towards the center. Um, The other thing I could maybe consider is queen d7. Queen d7 doesn't feel right, though. Mm, I could also try to play knight e7. Knight e7 is interesting. Knight e7, I don't want to play knight f6 really because of this. So let's play knight e7. And now we're going to try to play something like, oh, I mean, this pawn's been hanging. That's fine. And now we're going to try to play something like a6. So if takes, just a6, takes, and at least I'm developed. I have this open file to bring out my rook. Um, this doesn't seem too bad to me. I'd still prefer to play with the white pieces, but yeah, okay. Now I'm wondering if I could just go bishop d7 instead. Although that's like an undeveloping move. But it comes with ideas. Bishop d7. Yeah, because they can also take this way, and this I don't like nearly as much. So let's go bishop d7. Now we're threatening this. I'm sure my opponent's going to see that, though. We're at 1767. This is not the 1600 leagues anymore, where they probably still would have seen this, to be honest. But knight takes on d4 is a threat, because after knight takes... Actually, it's not really a threat. Bishop takes, check. Scratch that, never mind. They can just develop, and probably the best option is bringing a rook out, or bringing the bishop out, or bringing the knight out. One of these. It's probably best. Maybe bishop here's a move. Um, Bishop g5, and then I just play f6, I think. Bishop g5, f6, yeah. Ideally, bishop d2 is played, hope chess. And then this becomes an actual winning idea. I very much doubt that's going to happen, though. But yeah, I'm currently back in Tokyo. A little layover for 2 3 days between South Korea and Thailand, where I'm headed to next. And in about a week's time, I'll be in Singapore for the World Championship. That's exciting. I kind of want to play Knight E5 here. Knight E5, and get this knight out onto maybe C6 or G5. Let's do it. I don't see why not. I don't want to take because that just, improves my opponent's queen. I'd love to, play a move with tempo always. Um, and probably something like knight G6, knight C6, and then bishop E7, castle kingside. Think it makes sense. I can try to maybe castle queenside and make the game a little messy. But I don't see any immediate upside to it. Like there's no attack for me just yet. And by just going knight G6 and something like queen H4, queen H4 is an interesting possibility actually. No, knight C6 just offers a trade, which I don't love. Knight G6 brings another piece into the attack, which I do love. Love is a strong word. I enjoy. I'm thinking Queen H4 and Knight G4 as ideas now. I just got to make sure to see that my knight doesn't get trapped here after my queen gets kicked out, which is likely to happen, or maybe they play H3 instead. But we'll see. We'll see. It's a little premature to make those types of fancy move. Okay. Can I still go here? This way, this way? I think I can. It's quite the threat though. Here, F5, Queen H4. I feel like I kind of have to play this. Anything else feels like a concession. I could go knight back. I don't think it's that good. Also, they're weakening their king substantially here, so I gotta keep that in mind as well. I think knight here is the move, and then Queen H4. If this Queen H4, so F5 looks natural. It blocks the defense of the knight, but then I have Queen H4, which threatens mate, and then if here, oh wait, actually this is a mistake. Yeah, I'm thinking this. Then I have knight here. This gets messy. Depends how he blocks. Well, no, he has to play H3, right? Opponent has to play H3. I say he. I'm just guessing. Um, I feel like H3 must be played, and then, or actually knight back. Knight back certainly a move. Knight back looks better. Oh, I didn't think about that. Okay, H3 is played instead, which I don't mind as much. Okay, so we're probably losing a piece here, but we got to go for the initiative. I'm thinking knight f2 doesn't work. Here doesn't work. Can I just play knight e5? I feel like I have to play knight e5. Knight e5, if takes, and then this is a threat again. He has knight here still. Oh, I'm playing this in a messy way. One day I'm going to play chess while I'm actually awake. The time will come. There will be a day. Can I go queen g4? Is that too ambitious? Takes here, but it's the same thing. Knight f3 is the problem. It's the defense. I'm playing very attacking. Perhaps. This pawn's weak right now. This knight is weak right now. Maybe I can counterattack? If I counterattack, he has this, though. That's the problem. So maybe I'll play knight e6. Knight e5. Let's go for this. Let's play knight e5. We'll take. Oh, that's not a good defense, is it? I don't think so, at least. Can't I just play, like, here? Okay, wait, there's definitely ideas here. For sure. There must be. If I go here, en passant, Let's do this, actually. I like this idea. So en passant, and then h takes g6. Okay. Can I make threats now? This bishop's hanging, so he's gonna have to move his bishop on the next turn. Can I play something here? Okay, I should probably just keep this threat on the board. Mm, how do I win this? Maybe I'm not. I shouldn't even be thinking about winning. That's entirely possible. Queen h5 is what I feel like I must play because I have to protect the knight. So let's play queen h5. And it also defends this pawn. Okay, but don't I have this now? Oh, but then he has this. Okay, I'll just castle. Castling, knight here. Then I have this. This is messy. Let's go for it though. Bishop takes, queen here. Some complicated stuff right now. I'm definitely losing. Like I'm worse. That's not in doubt. I totally missed a way for my piece to get trapped, but I'm curious what my opponent will play here. If knight takes, I think bishop here is a good move. But then they have bishop back. And that's a little annoying. If bishop takes, then I definitely have this. Actually, no, I don't. I have to play this. Yeah, no, there's definitely ways for my opponent to fight in this game, and they're not too hard to find. Yeah, bishop takes here. There's no check, but this also doesn't threaten anything right now. Okay. And we have to go back up anyways to defend this knight. So if I go here, knight here looks annoying. Knight here, knight here. I don't know. This is really not good for me. Okay, well we have to. Knight here, I presume. And then I don't see a way really to contest. Probably knight e3. It looks so bad though. 93 and then just bishop takes actually. I got nothing. Probably queen f6. Try to win back a piece. All right, this is becoming a flagging game. We're gonna play h5 now to make sure that there's no threat. Oh wait, what am I doing? I played that way too fast. Here, I should have at least thought for a second. Um, Probably if this, then 93 now. Oh wait, whoa, what am I doing? Oh no, okay, gotcha. So if rook h3, queen check. Okay, phew. we have something. We have something in the cards at least. My queen's really close to getting trapped though. I gotta play like bishop h6 on the next move, or maybe bishop e7. Yeah, bishop e7, bishop h6, and that kind of blunts my rook from getting in the game. So bishop e7 lets me play something like rook g8 in the future as well. So we'll go bishop e7. Okay, at least my opponent's getting lower on time. There's some solace in that. Um, I feel like knight f3 was winning. We'll take a look at the analysis. I'm playing this badly. I wouldn't be surprised if this is a very low accuracy game on my end, but we'll find out soon enough. I'm so glad that h5 doesn't blunder a trapped queen. That was really scary. Okay, what else can I do? I think bishop e7 is the next move, no matter what, pretty much. Um, bishop h6 looks interesting as well, but then knight here, and I don't see anything. Okay. Also, my opponent's gonna blunder too, right? Very likely. Bishop here, knight here, takes here. Looks interesting. And the reason why I want to play bishop h6, also now this is a threat. Now this is a threat because I don't have this anymore. So maybe I have to move my knight out of the way. Oh, that's a little annoying. Okay, let's go. Knight here, bishop takes, queen takes, bishop takes. Bad. Knight here, no knight here. Let's go knight f6. Because this was a threat, so I got to do something about that. And I just didn't like the look of knight h6. I don't really have a good explanation for that. Although knight h6 would have been better because now if my opponent moves their knight, my queen can't get away here. So perhaps I slightly misstepped there. Now, is there a way for my opponent to win my queen? I don't see one just yet. Maybe here, actually. No, still no. And they're getting really low on time. It's going to become a tactical battle. Almost like a puzzle rush. Okay, let's do this. So here looks good, but no, instead we're going to go for this. Where does the knight go? Can the knight attack my queen? I don't see it. We're going to play this. Now we're threatening to take the bishop. And then knight g4 becomes very strong. I got to watch out for mate threats also. Okay. Yeah, I blundered that. What should I take? This wins 2 pieces for the queen. This was yeah. Take here though. No, let's go this way. Okay, we gotta play fast. Go this way. Close everything in. We're gonna try to win on le temps. Woo! Oh my goodness. Wow. Chess is crazy, man. Chess is a crazy game. Also, I'm winning at the end, but that's just because my opponent sacked everything to try to get a mate. Oh, my heart is racing. Wow. 1775. Folks, you can't make this up. Two blunders, two mistakes. I'm sure terrible accuracy. Let's see exactly how this one went in the analysis. So the game started with a scotch. We got e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, and then d4 on the board, so the scotch opening. And here, after I played takes, my opponent decided to go for the scotch gambit with bishop c4. Now, this is one of the most reputable gambits you can. If you look at the evaluation, it's just zeros across the board. And after I play this e6 move, I'm actually worse, and white is better, even though white is um, down a pawn. And after white castles, I play bishop e6, trying to trade off the bishops. And bishop b5 is played instead, keeping the bishops on the board and pinning my knight to my king. Here, I'm apparently just supposed to go back to bishop e7. I could also play something like knight f6 or bishop. Sorry, I'm supposed to go back to bishop d7 or play bishop e7, knight f6. The idea is that I just simply have to develop my pieces. I decided to go knight ge7. I guess it's just called knight e7 since this knight is pinned, but you know, knight e7 here, which still allows my opponent to take the pawn. He finally does it. And now we have equal material on the board, and white's position is simply a little bit better. My pieces are still pretty closed in, while white's queen, rook, bishop enjoy some healthy development, even knight as well. While my pieces are stuck, like this knight is immobilized trying to defend this one. This queen has no space. This bishop's not really doing too much. This bishop's closed in. My rooks are not connected. I'm not castled. White is just better here. So trying to correct that means playing bishop d7, trying to open up space by moving my knight on e7 out of the way and moving my queen eventually, um, allowing the bishop, my dark squared bishop, to go onto the e7 square. Afterwards, my opponent plays bishop e5, rerouting, and I decide to go knight e5. And I think I just underestimated some things. Because after moving my knight onto g6, I really did not see f4. And my opponent, to his credit, found the best move here. F4 is a great move. My knight is super limited in its space. And the only reasonable square to go to would have been c6, which I didn't really want to go to, because I thought that would be, conceding and going backwards in progress. So I decided to play knight g4, be a little bit more aggressive. But the problem with knight g4 is that after h3 is always an idea. And h3 is a pretty strong idea. Like, if you look carefully, my knight can only go backwards at this point. And white is just fully attacking. Eventually, there's going to be a lot of threats with the pawns. So instead, my opponent goes f5 first. And here I thought I had this nice move, queen h4. Apparently, I should have just gone, and this makes so much sense. Just go knight ce5. These knights are super strong together. If h3 happens, you can just push your own knight backwards, attack this pawn. There's no ideas towards your king with the knight blocking in the middle. This pawn can't make forward progress. It makes a lot of sense. I just rushed this move. I thought it was a nice looking move. I was wondering how my opponent would stop it, and there's unfortunately a lot of ways to stop it. h3 was the one that my opponent played, but knight f3 just as easily stops it and also wins a knight, because my queen does not have checkmate, and because after I move my queen out of the way, they pawn takes. It's still interesting because pawn takes, h takes. So let's put this on the board. Let's say here, queen h5 is what I would play. Uh, oh, h3 now. Okay, but let's say they play this. This looks like the obvious move. Then what? Because this looks pretty strong now. Now it's saying queen d5. You trade the queens. Wow. Queen d5. You can also play bishop f4. Yeah, okay. There's options. There's options. This is not as strong as I thought at all. But anyways, my opponent played h3, which, relieved me a little bit, but not too much. I realized that I'm losing a piece anyways. Pawn takes, knight takes, bishop f4, and I decided to play g5 here, attacking the bishop. And now knight f3 comes in, and what I have to realize is that my queen is so closed in, like it's almost boxed in. I didn't really understand how devastating that would be in the long run. Here's the reason why it's so bad. My knight on g4 is super vulnerable right now. My queen on h4 doesn't have any getaway squares on so many dimensions. Whoa, whoopsies. So many dimensions. Like, can't go diagonally to the top, can't go up. Obviously, it's closed in on the left because it's all the way on the edge of the board. Can't go right, can't go diagonally bottom right either because it's blocked in by my own pieces, which means it can only go backwards. And if it goes to h6, then this knight is hanging. Not hanging, but loose. So it's not a good situation at all. These two pieces are overextended, and very likely one of them will drop if accurate chess is played. I decided to go queen h5, maintaining vision of my knight. And here knight takes g5 is played, and now I long castle. So apparently I can play d5. Um, d5 here just looks crazy. d5 here looks so silly. I don't know why I would play that. My idea behind castling was that I was really worried about this move. D5, I guess, stops this move, but not really, right? I mean, bishop here, and then wow. Okay, I did not see the strength of D5. That is a good move, but obviously queen takes, and I'm done and dusted. So with a grain of salt, right? But oh, I didn't notice this. That's strong. That's strong. That's really strong. Oof. Okay, interesting. I castled because I was really worried about let's say something like bishop h6 was an idea I had the whole time. If I play this, bishop takes simply just wins a queen. So I had to respond to that, and I thought the best way to do that was castling long. Afterwards, my opponent plays bishop takes anyways. I move my queen back to h4. And here, the idea behind rook f3 is pretty straightforward. If rook h3 is played on the next move, my queen is trapped. Like, I lose my queen. So, I decide to play h5. Wait, what? Where's the logic there? Oh, wait. Yeah. No, my queen's not trapped. Sorry. Queen f2. Maybe that's why they wanted to play it, but queen f2 check is a way to get out of it. And maybe they realized that after I disregarded their threat, I had a way to get out of it. They play queen f1 now, stopping it. And this is why h5 is a bad move. It's not bad because it defends my knight. It's bad because it blocks in my queen. My queen is just boxed in now completely. I have no way out. I don't think there's a single way out. If I play bishop here, it's still interesting though, because now rook h3 is met with bishop d4 check, and bishop d4 check is a strong move because after king h1, you just have knight f2, and when the king moves wherever, oh, if the king moves anywhere else, it's mate. Huh. Okay, let's say like king h2 happens, then you have queen takes f4. Okay, obviously, yeah, my bad. So you don't want to hang this bishop, so you take, don't lose your queen, and now black's completely winning. I just never really saw the bishop d4 check. I don't know why I didn't see it. If I just realized that this king is closed in completely, then I could have had chances. Obviously, it doesn't work just yet. You can defend against those chances, but I digress. Anyways, this is played, blocking my queen in. I realized that my queen has no moves, and I just decide to save my knight. So that is what I do. Wait, here? Why doesn't my opponent play rook h3? Queen g4. Oh, yeah, okay, I saw this. I did see this, yeah. I played knight f6. I forgot why, but I played knight f6 to make space for my queen. It doesn't do much, but it's something. So here they develop their knight. I play bishop h6. They play g3 now, and my queen is just fully trapped. It's not actually fully trapped. What? I have queen g4. What am I doing? Oh my god, I'm so bad at chess. Wow, that was so silly. That was so silly. I guess all the pieces were so closed in together that sorry, I went a little too ahead of myself. all the pieces were so closed in together, I just assumed my queen was trapped. That's hilarious. That's actually really funny. Um, yeah, but anyways, we went for this. I decided to get the compensation 2 pieces for a queen. I'm significantly down right now. Like I was already down a pawn. I was already down a piece, and now I'm down 7 points of material. Somehow it's only plus 4.5. Should be more, I think. I guess it's because the king is still open. My opponent's king is still open while mine is safe, and my pieces are on the king side, on my opponent's king side. So maybe that's why. But here we trade some pieces. I play knight g4, just bringing more of an attack in. Take my pawn, and here I play rook e8. And okay, at this rate, my opponent's down to 15 seconds. I'm down to less than a minute. Um, I gotta win on time here. I have to win on time. So we start playing fast and just making sure I'm not hanging mate. Here I hang mate actually. So with queen takes d6. Yeah, I mean I missed that. Queen takes d6. If king a8, then you have knight d7 check. King b8. Knight takes e8. Oh, that's nice. That's a nice checkmate. Here, here, and then here, here. That's nice. Oh, that's pretty. Hard to find the 10 seconds on the clock though. So my opponent was just playing fast, played the check. C check, play check, and yeah, I just didn't hang mate for the rest of the game, and got the win with 34 seconds left on the clock. I was significantly down on time for most of the game, which is the funny part. Like if we look back, around here, my opponent has more than a minute on me, which is why if you're winning, it's nice to find a checkmating idea. It's nice to find a way to win material completely and fully. But if you're already up and your opponent doesn't have any threats, sometimes it's best to just develop an attack. You don't always need to find the single best move every single time, especially if you're up like 5 points of material. And I got lucky, for sure. My opponent definitely deserved to win this game. I did not play very well, but it is what it is, and we move on up. This is part of chess. We all have good games and bad games. We all have games where we flag. We all have games where we get lucky and stalemate or get unlucky and, just miss a 3 move repetition. It's the reality of the game we play. And getting better is not just about finding the best move every time. It's also about learning how to deal with these situations and avoid the bad ones from happening and trying to materialize the good ones to happening to your opponent. It's not always just luck when somebody flags you. There is a dimension to chess where time is a huge element. The more time is low, the more important time is as a factor. It's pretty much a piece of the game. It should be added to the evaluation if that was possible for the engine to do. Ultimately, a win is a win. We move on. 1775 elo and counting. Let's see what my accuracy was. 57% accuracy. Oh, that's beautiful. All right. Well, hey, we take it. Let's cap this one off. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you being here. I hope you enjoyed the video, even though the chess wasn't the best today. I hope it was fun. And yeah, don't forget if you enjoy the content, like, comment, and be sure to subscribe to the channel. We're pushing close to 500 subscribers, which is really awesome. I mean, this channel's been running for just over a month now, and I've been having a lot of fun with the daily uploads. I'm planning on making different types of content. We should have a new recap video of my over the board tournament in Japan pretty soon. I'm also starting a separate channel for my rapping. I don't know if you all know this. I'm a freestyle rapper, and I'm planning on doing chess-themed raps. So if you're interested in that, check out the Chess Rapper on YouTube, where a video is going to be going up probably today or tomorrow. So, yeah, thanks so much for watching once again. Have a wonderful day and take care. Bye bye.